Studio in session.
Literally, we're in the studio. I will never feel like Taylor Swift, but this is the closest I think I will get to it. Somebody take a picture of me and say I'm in Long Pond Studio. But guys, welcome to a new year. Can we believe it? We're in 2024. The world didn't end. We're in 2024. Wow.
And here we are.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. New year, same me, doing the same things.
Too. Same podcast. Hey, welcome back to Bookmark'd. New year, same us.
New year, same podcast. We want to see this on the top of the charts this year, guys. Imagine. So guys, going into 2024, we have a meeting that this is the goals that we want to set for the year, and we really want to see us at that number one spot on the Spotify chart. So let's make that happen. No.
Imagine we were serious. Everyone tell everyone you know. Listen to Bookmark'd.
Literally tell everyone you know. Why is that such a scary thought to think about people listening to me and watching my videos? Yeah.
My stepsister, when I saw her while we were in Florida, she told me she listened to an episode or a few. I was like, you did what?
You're so embarrassed for what? When people let you know in your life that they watch your videos, you're like, oh God. How was your 2023 end of the year?
End of the year was pretty good. I mean, it was very relaxing, I guess is the word. Didn't really do much. I listened to audio. I think I just listened. I don't even know how much I really read. I listened to some books. I went to Florida. Did really great there. Getting there. We had fun. It was relaxing. A fun time.
It was a smooth airplane experience?
Yeah. I don't think... Oh, my brother was supposed to come with us. It was supposed to be us, me, Chris, and my brother, but he left a couple days earlier, my brother. So it was just me and Chris that went, because Chris goes, whatever. He couldn't... We didn't match up the dates. So me and Chris went, and... I think I was fine. It was because the flight was at 4 p.m. So the whole day I was just thinking about the flight, and I hated that. But I only had a small mini panic before we took off, because I was like, okay, we're doing it. But then when we were in the air, I was fine. I was reading my book. I did pretty good. The way back was okay too. I got a little sick right before the flight back, so I was a little nervous for that one. I was on a flight and being sick on a flight. Crazy news, but I did good.
That is.
And I think I can do it again. So, crazy ending to my year.
And where is Sarah going to go next? Everybody vote down below where she should go next.
Yeah, we'll do a poll. How was your end of 2023? How was your Christmas, your New Year's?
It was good. I honestly can't really remember it. Now that we're talking about it, I'm like, what did I do? I ended the year and started the year off in Miami. And that was an interesting experience.
That's so fun.
Since I am 20 years old and can't really do anything in Miami. So me and Isaac were trying to find stuff to do around there. That was wholesome activities.
The movie theater you went to is the nicest movie theater I've ever seen in my life.
I literally, because I was like, oh, I really want to watch Anyone But You. And then I was like, okay, let's go to this movie theater. And Isaac was like, okay. And I was like, well, there's only a few seats in it. This is weird. There's probably only 20 seats in the whole entire theater.
Because they were massive.
Yes, they were huge. It was like a bed. It was literally like a bed. And I didn't know that when I booked it. We had just been inside the mall that day. And I was like, oh, there's a movie theater. I'll look it up and buy tickets. And then I was concerned because our seats were right there in the front row. And those are kind of the worst seats. So I was like, whatever. It's just going to be how it is. Me and Isaac walk into the movie theater, huge. So nice. And then they tell us to be there 30 minutes before the movie. And so I was like, why do we have to do that? I was so confused. It's because they're full on hand you a menu. And they're
crazy.
Here, you don't go to a concession stand. You go, and even if you want popcorn and candy, I got popcorn and peanut M&Ms, and I had to tell the guy, I want popcorn and peanut M&Ms. And
why is that so fun? I've heard of dine-in movie theaters, but I feel the ones I've seen look like the movie theaters I've been to. The one you were at was real fancy. The seats looked so comfy. I would have loved that experience there.
I know. I thought Isaac was gonna fall asleep because he doesn't really like rom-coms, so I was really surprised that he made it through the movie.
And that's a good sign.
Yeah, he said that he enjoyed it, so I don't know if he was lying or if he really did. He was laughing at a lot of it.
It was comical. They got the comedy part of it down.
They did. And I will say, though, to get into an Anyone But You little tiny review, I really enjoyed the movie. I rated it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't even read it. I don't know what I would rate it.
I said though, like, I don't think I could sit down and rewatch it because I didn't really care about them as a couple, if that made me sense. I was more just like enjoying it, where I feel like my rom-coms that I love, like I love them as a couple.
Yeah. Like shipping them after the movie as a couple.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, I don't feel a connection to them either. But the movie, like, as like a romantic, I think they did a great job with it. And it really
so
was.
good.
I giggled like majority of the time.
Oh no, same. It was funny, and I really like. They did the like modern era, but not where it's cringy, because I feel like something about rom-coms that you can't do nowadays, that they bring in like the Gen Z stuff, and I feel like they do it in a cringy way, not in like a flawless way, and I feel like they did it in a more like seamless way. So
they did a great job with it.
Yeah, this podcast is sponsored by anyone but you.
Yeah, everyone should watch it though if you read books.
True. So now we're in 2024. Welcome back, everybody. What are our drinks of the episode? What's our first drink of the episode of 2024?
Mine is the most underwhelming drink I could probably come back with.
Okay.
I got a water. I know. It's so boring. But I've just been chugging water, trying to feel better. So
you know what?
I have my Stanley.
It's a new year. You're sick, but it's also a reminder to the girlies to stay freaking hydrated. Okay,
yeah,
stay
maybe
hydrated
I should add
out
up my
there.
goal list.
Yeah.
Intake more water. I've been drinking a lot of tea, but I didn't want to make any right now because I want to have some later.
Yeah, that's one of my goals too, is that I've always been like, I really just drink water. Like, I really, like, any day you won't really see me with anything other than water. Like, I don't drink soda. But I did like realize, because I log my water intake every single day in Notion, and then I was really realizing that like I just wasn't drinking anything. Like, it's not even that I like was drinking other stuff and not drinking water. It was just like I'm not drinking anything, period. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, girl, like let's get that water intake in. So
sometimes I notice that too. I'll go the whole day.
Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. That's important.
What's your DOTE today?
Well, of course I have water on deck, because I feel like whenever you need to like, you know, I talk a lot, so I always need water. I'm turning into Sarah. I have a watered down iced coffee that I made at home.
The cup is so cute.
I like want to see my coffee, but I hate glass cups because of the sweat and condensation that gets on the cup. It actually grosses me out.
Yeah, that happened on my desk, and it kind of like ruined the top of my desk because the water. So I had to get a little coaster.
We love a good coaster moment.
I haven't had coffee yet in 2024.
It's like a crime.
Should I see how long I could go? Being sick, I just don't crave caffeine.
That is crazy, because when I was sick, caffeine was the only thing keeping me going. Like, the only reason that you guys got any type of videos when I was sick was literally because I was chugging caffeine.
You know, I've just been drinking like so much tea, like an incredible amount of tea.
I've been taking in a lot of tea too. Not drinking it, I've just been like getting a lot of tea.
That was a good one.
Because that's what it made it sound like. You're like, I've been sipping a lot of tea recently. Guess what I've been doing today as I was getting ready and stuff?
What?
I was watching your old vlogs. I needed a throwback. Like, not even like old, but from like a year and a half ago, maybe. Like, you trying Dunkin' drinks. Like, I was like watching that one.
Don't do that.
I know, I love them so much, because before Sarah and me like would even talk, I was obsessed with her vlogs and her book videos, but like her vlogs especially. And so it's like I go back and I have to watch them. So I've been watching them today.
I know. Sometimes I think about like, I haven't watched any of my old videos, but I used to vlog a lot. But I'm like, what did I do in those videos? Because I didn't really like, I guess, do what I do now, like read and whatnot. But I guess I could watch an old one. But literally, what did I ever even do?
To tell you what you're doing, you were going to Trader Joe's, and then you're going bookshop. I feel like you used to hit up Trader Joe's a lot in your vlogs. Like, that's what made me obsessed with Trader Joe's, was because Sarah used to always go, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go to Trader Joe's. Like, where's the Trader Joe's at? Yeah, and you would hit up Dunkin' or Starbucks, and it would be either or.
Yeah. I don't even remember that time of my life.
I will say, it does feel like a completely different person.
I know. That's why I'm like too scared to go back and watch, because I feel like it's going to feel like watching a different person. And like watching an old video and like trying to realize that that's you is crazy to me. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. For me, it's not even like, I don't even think I've changed as a person when I go back and, I have to. I don't know. I don't like to think about myself, so we're actually not going to get on that road. Hey, we don't have to talk about it. We can, in fact, move on. Yeah.
2024 is what we're talking about.
Yeah, let's focus on 2024. Great segue, Sarah. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
So, 2024. It's here, as I've stated probably 15 times within the first 10 minutes of this episode. And with a new year comes new possibilities, truly. Which really every day opens a new thing of possibilities. But we all know the round, like what goes around when it's a new year. Everybody has resolutions and different things that they want to do. So we thought that we would share some of ours with you guys. Maybe some just goals, reading goals, 2024 TBR, all of that good stuff that we can get into. Do you have any like goals for yourself in 2024 that you want to share, that you like really want to put out there to see, like at the end of the year when we revisit, did we do these things?
Yeah, because when we were doing our 2023 wrap up, hey, I had no goals written down.
It's okay. Now you can put it on the pod, and then we can like go back and see if we did these things at the end of 2024.
My first one that's been a really big one that I actually have implemented. How many days in are we? 10. Maybe like 8 out of the 10 days is not going on my phone the first thing in the morning. And hey, it's crazy how much you can get done in the morning when you don't sit on TikTok for an hour. So, crazy concept.
True. So true. And that's a great goal, because I actually have like the same one along the same lines, but I told myself that I am not allowed to scroll through social medias until at least 10 a.m. Like to go at least until 10 a.m. Because I found myself like if I was at the gym on my phone, I felt a lot more sporadic, like just scatterbrained, where I wasn't really focusing on what I'm supposed to be doing at the gym. I was focusing on like everything else for the day, because I'm seeing like this video's posted and this is what I have to do when I get home. And also just scrolling through social media like in the morning, like it's just doing nothing productive for myself. So yeah, I was also like, I also want to implement a screen time though. Like because something that I found myself doing is it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not scrolling through it until 10 a.m. But then I feel like once 10 a.m. hits, I'm like in a hole
doom scrolling
of social media.
Because once you go on, you can't get out. You start, especially when you take that break in the morning, you like hold off for like however many hours you're up, and then you get to go on. It's like you feel like you've missed all those like 4 hours. So then you're scrolling to make up for all of that. Yeah. Because when I don't go on first thing in the morning, the first time I get to go on, I'm scrolling for so long anyway. But yeah, I try not to too. I also feel like in the morning, if you don't go on social media, like seeing what everyone else is up to and what you have to do, you're kind of focusing on yourself and staying present in the morning, which I think is important. Like seeing the first thing, waking up and seeing is like so much content of so many things all at once. I feel like your brain just like isn't supposed to do all that first thing in the morning.
No, I don't think so either. And I think that, like you said, it kind of like, once you start seeing what everybody else is doing, what they did hours ago or even days ago, but it feels like they're doing it right now because you're seeing it first thing in the morning, like now your brain is everywhere. Like your brain, and I already wake up, as soon as I open my eyes in the morning, I am already thinking about what I have to do for that day. I've already thought about it at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep at night. I'm thinking about what I have to do. I mean, I wake up and I immediately write stuff down on my planner. Like I'm already thinking about what I have to do for the day. Add in social media on top of that. It's just not
it's overwhelming.
Good. And I do want to put a limit on social media, because like obviously I love social media. Obviously if you have a problem with something, then you like it. You know what I mean? Like there's a form of likeliness in it. But I feel like something that I've been doing is like, even I have been like reading my books, and then I'll literally put them down because I want to go on my phone, and it's only been 5 minutes. Like I want to pick up Instagram, and it's like nothing has happened in 5 minutes, babe. Nothing that you are missing out on.
I know, you feel like you're missing out on something. I don't know why it's like that. I do the same thing.
It's FOMO, and not for what people are doing. It's for like, I feel like I'm missing out on something.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? When like we're together, or like me and Haley are together, and we're just like doing our stuff, like I have no need, like I don't touch the social media. It's so weird. Yeah, when I'm by myself though, I'm like, let me get on the socials.
Social media detoxing is a number one thing that I am trying to do.
Yeah, I think that's a good goal.
Yeah,
especially because we do it and we're on it all the time anyway. It's like big part of our lives too. One that I had was I wanted to be more decisive. That's it. I am not that I'm like really indecisive. It's when I'm making a decision and I can't make it. I guess that is just indecisiveness, but I have to get like an opinion. Like I'll text like you or Chris or like Lauren or someone just to like help with the decision when like it's something I can decide on my own, you know? Or like if someone asks me to do something and I like text Chris, I'm like, you think I should like girl, just make up your own mind. It's so crazy. So I want to be more decisive.
That, you know what, though, that's a really good goal to have, because it's not even that that's a negative thing that you like ask people in your life like their opinion. Like, that's not like
I trust your opinions and I want your opinion so bad, but there's some things that I feel like I should decide on my own.
Yeah. And sometimes, though, you can make those decisions and still reach out to people and be comforted by the decision that you made.
It's definitely it has to be a comfort thing.
Yeah.
It's like always like little things. Hey, what should I eat? Hey, don't know if I should have this or this. Why can't I just decide for myself? It's so crazy.
But sometimes you do need somebody to decide for you. Like, sometimes my mom's like, I was thinking about in the back of my head, like, do I want to get Chipotle? And then my mom's like, oh, are you getting Chipotle tonight? I'm like, yeah, actually, you just like solidified that for me in my mind. Yes, I am in fact getting Chipotle. Thank you so much. Getting in my car right now and going.
Sometimes Chris will flip a coin. He'll just like ask Google, like flip a coin or something, and he says, if it lands on this, like you're doing it. And sometimes if I'm disappointed, he's like, well, now you know what you really wanted. Like, you're right.
Yeah, that's so helpful. I have that I want to start waking up. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, guys, and I'm not trying to be no toxic self-help productivity queen. Okay, this is not what I mean. But for me personally, through the week, Monday through Friday, I want to start waking up at 5 a.m. And I know that sounds crazy, because that literally is like, who needs to be up? Because I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. My senior year of high school, every single day I woke up at 5 a.m. and I went to the gym from 5 to 7. And then I would come home and I would get ready for school, and then I would go to school. And obviously, because I had somewhere to be and I felt like that fit the best in my schedule, was to wake up at 5 a.m. and like get my workout done. That way I could just go home and like do homework. I was not doing homework. I was going home and playing Animal Crossing or reading. Okay. But sentiment is the same. I've never liked to work out in the afternoon. As soon as it hits noon, I'm like, I guess I'm not working out today. I absolutely loathe that. But something that I found myself doing is like, the latest that I get to the gym is like 9 a.m. And I think it's just because I've been an early riser like my entire life that I feel like 9 a.m. is late. Hey, it's not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not late at all. Like, you've been up since 7 and then now you're going at 9. But it's like, then I spend like an hour and a half to 2 hours at the gym. I'm getting home at 11. I'm taking a shower. I'm not eating breakfast until noon. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm starting my day at noon. Like, the day is starting and I'm not getting anything done until after noon or closer to 1 o'clock. So I want to start getting up at 5 and like slowly waking up. So like wake up at 5, get out of bed at 5:15, go downstairs, like make my little like pre-workout snack, and then like have that, like write my plans down for the day, like get all of my thoughts in order of what I need to do for the day and have that written down, get everything together. That way when I go to the gym, my thoughts are already organized and like I get home and I know what I'm going to do, because I would like to get to the gym by like 6:15 and then be done with the workout by like 8, and then you're getting home, and then like by the time that I'm going to the gym now, I would be ready for the day to like take on the day with work by 9. Like around 9. And that just feels like a lot better for me. And also just like getting to bed, like I feel like as long as you're still getting that full REM cycle of sleep and during the week like getting that, I like that. So that's what that's like,
if that works for you. And I feel like you have your own full morning routine before you get to start working too, and you feel like you have enough time for it.
And that way I feel like for the rest of the day, the big stuff is handled, like it's taken care of. So like I really like, the world's literally my oyster for the rest of the day. Like, what am I going to do? And I don't have to worry about doing anything else. So
I think that's a great idea.
Big goal that I have.
I said the same thing, because I found myself at like the end of last year, like waking up at like 9, like giving myself too much leniency waking up and like starting working and whatever. But I also said that I wanted to start waking up early during the week too, because I just feel like getting more stuff done in the morning before like you start actually sitting down and like working and everything, and like you can plan your day earlier, it just really helps. And then I also told myself I don't want to like, unless I like not have to, but unless I like have stuff to do over the weekends, I want to like really try not to work on the weekends, because personally last year like it was like a 24/7 thing. Like I just didn't stop, and I don't know, like I never had like a stop time of working, even if I was just like reading, because like reading for videos, I would just like read those books in general too. I don't know, it just felt like I was always working. It was just such like a, like separating them was a little hard. So I'm going to try not to work on weekends if I don't have to.
Yeah, and that's a great goal, to be able to separate work from life and like draw a definite line between the two of them.
Yeah. Because then I would be like, no, I would like tell people like, no, I have some work to do and stuff like that. But like my friends, they work like 9 to 5s and they're like, no, it's a weekend. And then I want to learn how to crochet. This
is adorable.
When I was younger, I learned to crochet. My stepsisters did it when I was like really young. And it was on this like, I have like a weird vague memory. It was on this like this circle thing and we just made like very basic like whatever. And the first time I learned to crochet, very morbid story. But the first time I learned to crochet, I remember being on the way to my grandpa's funeral crocheting. Like that's the time in my life when I was crocheting.
All right.
So that was the last time I crocheted. And that was years ago at this point. That was like over 10 years ago. So now I want to learn again because it was so fun. And I have all these cute little toys. Not toys. They're...
I have these cute little toys on my bookshelf.
They're not toys. Or just like things that are hanging in my car. Like those things that are so cute and everyone is so talented doing it that I want to do it. So I Googled crochet kit and I ordered one. Not as easy as it looks. So now I'm back to square one.
Who else has been crocheting right now? I've been seeing Rachel.
I'm going to ask her for tips.
She's like the craft queen. So I
just have to like pick a day to like actually sit down and watch some videos on it, and I think I'll be able to do it.
I think you can too.
Thanks. I have 12 months to really nail it.
You do, and I think you can do it in 12 months. I think you can go expert level in a year.
I think I'm gonna start. You're gonna be getting random packages to your house,
and that's fine. At the end of the year, I want you to be able to crochet a life-sized Rezan for me. That would be great. Thank you so much.
I don't know if I can make it just stay. Actually, I guess I'll just stuff it with that stuffing that they do.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. That would really be terrifying to get.
I know. I'll just start with like a little bat. I'll make you a bat.
Oh my god! And then I'll be like, "This is Reese." Yes.
I told her that when she eventually gets to the marathon, I'm gonna stand at the end with a sign that says Reese is at the or maybe I'll stand in like middle territory of the race to really help you motivate you when you get to like that middle ground, and it's gonna say like Reese is at the end at the finish line. You got this. Like,
yeah, I'm definitely telling myself that I'm like Farah training for this. Like I'm definitely her right now. Yeah, one of my goals this year is to run a half marathon. I should say this goal was not my idea. It was because Isaac looked at me last year and he was like, yeah, we're all going to run a half marathon. And I'm a great girlfriend, so I was like, I shall train with you. That way you are not alone. But then I really took it upon my shoulders because I've never liked running, but I've always felt like it's more of a mind over matter thing. Like, it's because when I'm running, I'm thinking about so much. Like, I've never been one of those people that they're like, when I run, everything goes away. Like, all the demons that I'm like fighting, you know, like they go away. Those mother effers are right next to me when I'm running. They're not going away from me. They are attached to my body, and I'm thinking about them even more when I'm running. So I really wanted more to prove to myself, like, I can mentally get over this. Like, I can mentally do this challenge and show myself that, like, yeah, I hate running, but you can do it. You know, like, it's more of a mind over matter thing. Like, am I really tired? It's like kind of like how you said earlier, like how we were both like kind of sleeping in and kind of getting a late start. It's like there are times when you need to give yourself grace because you're going through something, whether you're sick or whether like you are just like genuinely feeling away and you just kind of need to give yourself some leniency versus just being lazy. So it's like, am I really tired, like at the gym? Am I like tired of running, or is it just like I just don't want to anymore? You know?
Yeah, I don't think I have specific. I said I wanted to like at least move my body 3 to 4 times a week, whatever I want to do, however I want to do that, but I don't really have specific goals. I definitely want to do yoga more, but like I always say, it's like a little further from me, so I have to like plan that. But I think I want to take, like, I don't feel like, it's not like I'm sick, I don't have a fever or anything, I'm just congested.
Yeah,
so I don't know if like going upstairs. Yeah,
how's the weather?
I don't know if going, you should say how's the weather. Yeah, I'm just congested, so I don't know if like going in like a downward dog is good for my sickness this week, but I really want to take a yoga class really bad. But I don't know if I have any goals with it. I just want to keep doing it. Like, I don't want to stop doing yoga.
Yeah, and that's, you know what, even if, like, I said this because I'm already, like, in a routine, like I added the half marathon training, but I've already, like, been in a consistent routine for a year with the gym, and it's like, I think that still, like, going into the year and just being like, yeah, I want to keep on being consistent is enough of a goal. Like, you don't need to have, like, these life-changing goals for it to be, like, good goals or a good year, because everybody's life is different. It's like, however you want your life to look is your goals.
Yeah, you used to make very specific goals, like very specific, but now mine are like a little more like vague and like stuff to keep up with, because then I would make those very specific goals and I wouldn't end up doing it or anything like it. So now I try to make goals that are like a little more attainable and ones that I could stick to. I think those are all the ones that I have really written down. I wrote that I wanted to get a tattoo, but like that's on my list every year and it doesn't happen, so can't really say that's a goal anymore.
I want to get a tattoo this year too, so bad, because mine, and I'm sure you're the same, because we've even talked about it before, like with each other, I just want really like dainty, thin lined tattoos that like maybe you can't even really notice, like if you're like just gonna glance upon. Oh, I want one so bad.
I know. I even have like my tattoo artist like picked out, like I know who I want to go to. I just can't do it. I can't. It's too permanent right now. If I wasn't
so scared of pain, I would have already done it.
Oh, really?
I would have already done it. Yes.
See, I don't know if I would be, if that would be the hard part for me. Mine's the permanency. Is that a word? That part. And then I can like laser removal, and it's like, I always say too, like I love people that have tattoos because it's like that time in your life, it's what you liked, and that like I love saying it and seeing other people's, but like when it comes to myself, I don't know why I can't do it.
See, I feel like I finally, because I used to be like that with tattoos where I was like, no, like I like this now, but I won't like it. But I feel like the tattoos specifically that I want to get like mean so much that it's like different, because even if like you grow out of that, I feel like it's almost like a journal on your body where you've like done different additions to your body of different portions of your life that meant a lot to you that just kind of represent itself. So I really like the idea of that. But my thing is pain. It should be how permanent they are. Like it should be like, what are you putting on your body? Mine's more like, is this gonna hurt me?
The one needle, if they're like a little smaller in a good spot, I feel like it won't hurt as bad.
Yeah,
as like getting like a shaded.
So bad about pain. Oh my god, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I'm actually terrified to do it with anybody in there with me, but then I'm terrified to go in alone because it's so humbling to like cry in front of somebody, because I know that I would start crying. I'd be like, it hurts so bad. But yeah, I really want to get a tattoo. I have a few in mind. I have like 4 that I really want to get, and I try to keep on convincing Isaac to get a matching tattoo with me, but it's not even in a way where it's like it's our names. It's like from a book, and the quote means a lot to me, and it's like between the two like love interests in the book, and I really want us both to have a tattoo on our body, but he does not want to do it.
I think those are all of my personal goals.
I don't think I have any other like personal goals that I want to share.
What get into those?
Is your reading goal for the year? What is your like number goal?
I put 100 books, and I know, what did I read? I don't even remember. 140 something. But I feel like some months, I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know how I read that much in a month, and then that month comes and I've read that much and I'm like blacked out that month. Like, how did I read that many books? So this year I did 100 because I want to let myself DNF, even if I'm reading for a book for a video and I know it's gonna be like a 2-star, and I just don't want to waste my time reading some books that I know I'm not going to enjoy. I want to enjoy the books that I'm reading this year, so I put 100 just for like all those. I don't know if there are gonna be a lot of DNFs, but like just in case I'm starting a lot of books and not finishing them, I felt like 100 was a good number.
I do feel like 100 is a good number, because also I feel like it gives you, I feel like for you especially, like knowing you as a reader, I feel like you could achieve that, and I think that's what you're saying, like whilst still DNFing books, like it gives you some leniency of not worrying about a reading goal and having some freedom with what you choose to read.
Yeah, I don't really want to stress over like the reading number challenge or anything. I just wanted to give a number.
True.
You know.
So
what's yours?
Real. I made mine 125.
That's good
because last year I read like 148 books, I think was the number of books that I read last year. And I did that with DNFing books, with being in a 3-month long book slump. And so I'm like, I think I know myself and like the pace in which I read and all of that stuff. And to kind of like sit, like when we talk about ratings, sometimes I don't feel like a finality with a rating until like I've sat on the book. So like I never know truly when I'm going to read a book. I'm just more of a harsh reader. Like I don't fall in love with books very easily. Sometimes I'm frustrated with myself, but I have to have that honesty. Like I love reading, but it's just like it takes a lot for me to be like so obsessed with a book. So I feel like I can't like go in and be like, oh, I want more 4 stars and 5 stars. It's like, yeah, babe, I don't know like what's a 4 star and 5 star until you start reading it.
Yeah.
So I feel like my reading goal, though, I feel like I can, it's still challenging, but I can get to it.
Yeah, you just never know how the year's gonna go. You didn't know you're gonna
Bessie
get 3
Rachel
months.
read 200.
Yeah.
Congrats
Shout out
to
Bessie
her.
Rachel. That is an incredible achievement. 200 books is a lot of books.
I think she went in with a goal, too, because I rewatched her 2023 reset the other day. And I think she went in with a goal of 80 books.
That's crazy. And that's like
She's a
crazy
girl
too, because
boss.
our goals are 100, 125, but like we could also come out this year reading a crazy amount of books too.
Yeah, you just never know.
You
which is
really
scary.
never know.
Yeah, but I feel like our reading goals for us, like, and I want to say this because I made a TikTok talking about my reading goal, and then a lot of people in the comments, like, this is what we do for our job. Like, it's a big part of our job, and it's literally like all we do. If you're somebody that works, you're in school, everybody's life looks different, so your reading goal is personal to you, and that's all that matters. Is like your reading goal. It doesn't matter like what we're reading. You don't have to make that your reading goal. Reading is so personal. We're just here to help you through your reading goal and give you some recommendations to help towards it, whether that's one book that's absolutely amazing, and if you read 100 books, great.
Don't compare
It's all
reading
the same.
goals. Reading 5 books a month and trying to do booktube too. So I was reading those books for videos too, and I got to around 5 books, and that was great accomplishment for me doing school and everything while reading and stuff. Everyone's busy and doing different things, so everyone's goals are going to be different too, how their life is, but
Absolutely.
I think ours are,
Yeah. So, do you have any like other reading goals like within that other than like the number? Like, do you have any?
Yes, I have. It's like lessening my physical TBR, but doing that by obviously reading books for my physical TBR, but also not buying books unless I told myself unless it's like a new release, it's for a video, like Kindle Unlimited doesn't count because it's like not adding to like the physical TBR, or like I have like exceptions, like I could go buy some books, but I don't want to just go to Barnes and add to my physical TBR if I don't have to. Like, but there could be reasons to go to Barnes. Like if I need a Barnes day, I'll go buy some books, but I'm trying really hard to like halt that.
Yeah. And I get what you mean, because I literally had like that same goal, and I gave myself like, because I said last year when I went on my like months of a book slump, oh my god, book buying ban, that I feel like it was counteractive, because I didn't buy any books those few months, but then I feel like those were the months of my slump, so it's like, okay, so you weren't reading anything, and then I went and bought a bunch of books like afterwards. So something that I think will help is like the 5 books at most, like not that I have to buy 5 books each month, but like you can only buy 5 books. Like you said, I want to be more mindful that it's like if there's a book that I see that I want to read, instead of like going out and buying the book and it's sitting there, like see if it's on Kindle Unlimited. And then if you're like not realistically reading that book on Kindle Unlimited within like 1 to 2 months, like then the book wasn't worth buying at that moment anyway. And you can read it whenever you want to, like on your Kindle. Because I really do want to shrink my physical TBR this year. I'm really wanting to tackle specifically series, because I feel like I have a lot of series on my shelf that take up a lot of space, but I do have a lot of just like regular books too. But I unhauled a bunch of books, thinking on hold like almost 100 books the other day. And the only time, I think like this month I bought the 5 random ones, but then like in my video I bought more than 5 because I'm filming like a big video, but those didn't contribute to the physical TBR because I've literally read all of them already. Yeah. Like, like they're not sitting on physical TBR. I literally bought those because I'm making a video with them.
Yeah, I think that's a difference. Instead of like going to Barnes, buying the 5 books and putting them on your shelves to be read some later time in the year. Yeah. It's like, unless I need the book in the time or whatever. I went to Target the other day and I really wanted to read one of the books that were there, but like I didn't need it, and I looked up, it was Kindle Unlimited. I was like, if I want to read it, I'll start with Kindle, and I'll buy the book if I really like it, or if I want it on my shelf. But like, I'm not reading it right now or anything, and I would have bought that and put it on my TBR cart, and it would have sat there for like 5 months. So
that's what I'm also, because like you said, you made a great point with the Kindle Unlimited, because back like when I first started reading in like my senior year and stuff, something else that I want to do along with the Kindle Unlimited is utilize my library. Like I want to go renew my library card.
I want to go to mine too.
If the book isn't on Kindle Unlimited, then I want to go see if my library has it, whether that's on Libby, or if I really want to go read like the physical copy of it, go get the book from the library. Or on Libby, they also have audiobooks. So you can also like rent out the audiobook via your library card and just really utilize libraries as well. Like that's a big goal that I have this year. And I actually am having like a full errands day tomorrow for like a bunch of stuff that I have to do. And that's one of the things I want to do is like go stop by the library and register for a library card and really just browse around, because I've never been to like the actual Indianapolis Public Library. So I'm very excited for that. And I feel like going to your library can fulfill the same type of thing that going to Barnes does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're walking around books does something.
And you can bring books home with you, but you didn't buy them, and they don't contribute to your physical TBR, because then again, when you have to return them, you just return them.
Yeah, I need to go to my library. I haven't been there in so long. I don't even remember the last time I was there. Underrated. We have to start supporting and using libraries this year.
Yeah, that's a big thing that I'm trying to do this year, especially for the physical TBR, because it's like, if there's a book that I want to read that I don't own, go see if the library has it.
Yeah, I think that's a good goal. Also, Libby. The Libby app is great. I don't have it. Haven't started using any of it, but I see so many people love the Libby app.
I'm telling you, from like 2021, majority of 2022, I like exclusively read on Libby. And like when I was in high school, audiobooks, like books, I had my iPad everywhere with me because I didn't have a Kindle. I would take my iPad everywhere and be reading books on Libby like 24/7. Like I did not own physical books back then. I literally read everything on Libby, and it was absolutely amazing. I loved it so much.
A library is also so good if you don't want to like spend so much money on books that you know you don't need like on your shelf or anything. Like just go check out your library, because they most likely probably could have it. I want to finish up some series because I want to start a lot of series this year, and I always get not like overwhelmed that I'm in the middle of so many, but I know I want to start a lot and some bigger ones this year, so I kind of want to finish off series that I'm close to finishing. And I know like more series are continuing this year, like Powerless is continuing, and Magnolia Parks, like all these books are coming out, so I want to do that and like find new authors, listen to more books, because I love the audiobooks and stuff. But I feel like those are just like normal goals that I usually have.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like I said that earlier, I think already. I literally lose the thought as soon as I say it, so I'm not too sure. I have like, I did it in my bookshelf video where I'm looking at like just the series, like exclusively, that I have sitting on my physical TBR, and then over there is just like books. But there's like a ton of, because one of the things that I do that is not good as I'm looking at the shelves is I would go to Barnes, and instead of just like buying the book, like starting a series and just buying the first book, then once I'm done go buy the second one, I would go buy the whole entire series. And so literally, for example, I own pretty much all of Cassandra Clare's books, and I've read only one of her books, and I own all of her books just randomly. But also it's because I personally don't like the like going to Barnes and then be like, ooh, time to get the second book, because I fear that the second book won't be there. Does that make any sense? So I do that, but I have a ton of just the first book in a series. So I am technically not in the middle of a lot of series. Like I think that there's only like Crescent City, Powerless, like you said. There's like very few that I'm like in the middle of, you know? But I do want to read more series this year, because I feel like that's how you get like higher ratings in books, is like getting attached to series and like really liking them. So I want to do that. And then I said I want to read 10 classics this year, and I want to read like 10 memoirs, because I feel like it's just really important to intake other people's stories. I feel like it's very educating. I feel like I just really love it. Like I'm listening to 2 different memoirs right now. I'm listening to Viola Davis's memoir that has blown me away, and like I'm just like not even like probably 20% of the book right now, but every single time that I go to put that on, I'm enjoying so much of it. She narrates it, does an amazing job. I think she won a Grammy for like the best audiobook narration for it, and she deserves it 100%. Yes, it is so good. the respect that I already had for this woman, but the respect that I have for her is astounding after just listening to even just a little bit of the audiobook. I'm also listening to Educated by Tara Westover. That story is absolutely encapsulating. I've been listening to it all day today at the gym. I've been listening to it yesterday as I do like my everyday tasks. They're so good. They're my favorite audiobooks to listen to is memoirs. So I feel like that's an easy way to like get that goal. But yeah, just kind of like diversify your reading too, which I feel like I have been doing. Hey, it's only January, but I hope to continue it because I feel like with the books that I've read so far this year, like I have gotten some literary fiction, some romance, some thriller, some young adult, some fantasy. Like we're just kind of getting all of that in there. So I've been trying to do that as well.
It's nice because you don't know what you're gonna like, and once you switch up what you're reading, you may enjoy something you didn't think you were gonna. Especially like memoirs. Like I have only listened to one, but like I've heard or seen some people talk about memoirs so highly that like I want to start listening and reading some more too.
Yeah, I 100% recommend everybody start listening to memoirs, but
I can't just see you go down the classic rabbit hole though.
Oh, I'm so scared for that. I think I want a memoir. I'm wanting to read Little Women this month, and I'm wanting to read some Jane Austen and like some really classic. Okay, do you want to talk about our 24 books that we're wanting to read in 2024?
Yeah.
So this is kind of gonna be our end of episode thing for this episode. We're still doing that in 2024. So our end of episode things, we're gonna tell you guys our 24 books that we want to read in 2024.
Yay.
These are our most like anticipated books. Not all of them. Are all of yours new releases, or are they just like everything?
Not all of them are new releases. I'm trying to see because mine are kind of split up a little bit, but no, I have some that are not new releases that I want to read.
Mine either. Mine are just like, some are highly anticipated new releases, but a lot of them are like books that I just kind of have always thought about and wanted to read. Yeah,
I think majority of mine are new releases, but I have some.
No, so are mine. No, a lot of mine are new releases too. So that's fine. Okay. Do you want to go back and forth? Or
sure. Do you want to go first?
I guess we can start this off.
What?
Because I know what my first book is, and do you guys see the involuntary reaction? I'm so...
Oh, I already know what it's going to be.
Guys, I'm shaking because we literally have 20 days until this book comes out.
Yeah, but no one start commenting about it because I'm reading the second one right now.
Guys, I'm going to patrol these comments, and if anyone even does a minor spoiler, you will get blocked from this channel. I'm not even joking. There's no 3 strikes you're out. I'm just blocking you.
Someone said that Sarah J. Maas posted something today and had spoiler in it.
I'm going to have to check it out, and you're not. So
yeah, so let me know if I'm allowed to look, because now I'm tempted.
Probably not. If people are saying it's spoiler, then you probably can't look. So you better get to finishing that book. Better get to finishing it.
So many.
But if you guys are not getting the hint, House of Flame and Shadow, oh my god. I am literally going to wake up, go to Barnes & Noble, snag the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, hopefully they still have some. I'm literally going to camp out. I'm going to go home. I'm going to drive home. And then I'm going to lock my door and not speak to anyone until that book is finished. I'm going to finish it in a day. No one speak to me. What am I going to do with my first full day of being 21? I just told you. I'm going to stay inside and not speak to anybody and literally sit there and read a 1,000-page fantasy book about people with wings.
Listen, there's literally no other way to ring in the new year and being freshly 21. There's nothing like it.
No, because what are you going to do? No, I'm not going to be hungover. No, I'm going to have a book hangover for sure after I'm done.
Oh, easily. You're going to be... This is not good because this is going to be the start of your 2024 slump.
No, it's not, because my second book on the list that I'm really excited for. Then I'm sure you go ahead and take the reins for your first book.
Oh, are you excited about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great news. What I'm excited for is Into the Dark, Magnolia Parks.
Tell him, honey. Tell him. Tell him the news. I was
on the treadmill this morning, maybe 2 minutes into my walk, and I got an email, and all I saw in the email just said Into the Dark, and I immediately click it, and oh my God. And me and Destiny were literally talking about the arc yesterday and like just the book in general. So yeah, I got the e-arc of it. I stopped the treadmill. I left the gym. Everybody cheer. Stop. Yeah! I read one chapter, and it's funny because I got the sneak peek first chapter thing. So I already read the first chapter, but I read it again, and I think I'm going to not slowly read it, but I'm going to take my time with it, which I know what I want to do is just sit and read the whole thing tonight, but I'm gonna take my time with it because it's the last one in their point of view, and I really would love to savor it. So I'm not gonna binge it. I don't know. I think it's just the craziest thing that's happened to me in 2024, and I know it's only 10 days in, but could be the craziest thing that's happened all year. Gonna happen all year.
I knew it was gonna happen when Sarah got the early arc of Never. I was like, this girl is 100% gonna get into the dark early. I know she is, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy to. Sarah texted me and I was at the gym. She was like, oh my god, look at this. I literally was like like somebody probably thought like something bad happened. I was literally like, oh my god, I'm over the moon. I want to start doing jumping jacks right here in the middle of the gym. Like, this is so awesome. I was really putting this out there for Sarah. I really wanted her to get the arc.
Yeah, I did not think I was gonna, because I saw people that already have gotten the arc like this past like few weeks even, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'm just not that I like think I deserve the arc, but I'm just like, I didn't think I was gonna get it.
Let's be honest, you do. If there's anybody out there, you do.
I just didn't think I was gonna get it because I saw so many people reading it, and then I got that email and I literally started like hyperventilating. The girl that works at the gym was probably like, literally, what did you do at the gym? You walked for 2 minutes. I have more important things to get to.
Stop. I have important things to do at home and want it just to go sit and read this on my Kindle. Valid. Hey, valid.
Yeah, valid. So we'll see how that goes. I'll update you guys maybe next week. Yeah,
that was my second book on my list as well. I'm very excited for it. I really am very interested to see how we close off the Magnolia Beach chapter. If we had a Daisy Hates book, though, I would love to know when the next lineup of Seeing Julian is going to be. Thank you so much.
Mine was Crescent City, the new one.
Oh my gosh, I can't. We can't keep bringing this up. Like, I actually can't.
Sorry?
You see what it's doing to me physically?
I
actually, I'm getting heart palpitations.
I didn't think I was going to start the second one either, but then the FOMO hit me like a physical, like it knocked me out physically, that I just did not know what everyone knew. I seriously, like, I couldn't stand it anymore. I feel like I'm like missing out on something so crazy, so I started it, and it'll probably take me the 3 weeks to get to the end of it, but I seriously just need to know.
Are we on the third one? Yeah, my third one is Reckless in the Powerless series.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm really excited. I just reread that one.
I'm really excited to see where we go. I am hoping it serves enemies to lovers.
I've seen her when she posts like her TikToks and her reels and stuff, because sometimes she'll post them and like in the background she's editing, and I'll screenshot it. I'll read what she's writing on the computer, and I think it's gonna eat. She said the tension in this one is even crazier. I can't wait. Seriously.
Me neither. I can't wait.
I'm so excited. I also have If I Had Told Her.
I forgot that's coming out this year.
Yeah, I think it comes out in February. I'm not too sure. It's the second book after If He Had Been With Me. I'm really excited. Not to say I'm like excited because it's a really sad book, but I am really excited to read that book.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that up when I'm in an emotionally healthy place. I'm not in it right now, though. I definitely
that one's gonna really hurt.
My fourth book is randomly These Violent Delights, because I've had it on my shelves since like 2022. Like 2022, and I read the Valley Fortune duology, which you are not supposed to. Actually, I saw something where the author literally said like you don't have to read the These Violent Delights duology to read that. So I took the author's advice and I read it, and I still like thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I rated both of the books 4 stars. Like, I really enjoyed that duology. But everybody was like, oh, you should have read like These Violent Delights. Like, you would have liked it so much better. But now I like want to read These Violent Delights. So I want to read that this year.
I have Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I don't know when that comes out.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's coming out this year. That's like her kind of like step into like a more fantasy-ish world, isn't it?
Kind of like Twilight. Isn't it vampires and werewolves?
My next one is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez.
Oh yeah.
I love this cover, but I love Abby Jimenez's books. And I feel like it's like a typical rom-com plot, and I'm so excited. I love her books so much.
I have another book by her to read. Nectar of War. This is by, I didn't write the author's name. I don't know anything about it. Nothing. I know it's a fantasy. It's the one I saw on TikTok. I saw a quote. that really got me, and it's been on my TBR shelf since I saw that quote. So I really want to read it this year and even just see what it's about. It's kind of a thick book, but the quote was like really good.
My next one is Taming 7. Oh my god.
Yeah. When does that come out?
I think April. I thought it was originally March, but now I'm hearing that it's April. Yeah. Run me over with a car until that happens, because I have been waiting for Gibbsy's book since 100 pages into Binding 13. I was like, okay, where's this man's book at? You know what I mean?
I thought
like,
he was the second book when I first read it too. I thought it was going to go into a different point of view.
Well, I thought for sure that was going to be like the next person that she dived into. Where like, oh my god! And if you look at the Taming 7 cover, and if you know, like if you look closely at it, someone hit me with a bus again. Like I would love it. Oh my god!
Oh, I had these violent delays written down. I would like to read Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Okay, this is like oh my gosh! When I was watching your old videos, you used it in a thumbnail, and I was like, Sarah, you have not read that book from back in like 2021.
Yeah, I've had it for so long, but it's our book club book of the month, so technically I should be reading it this month. I don't like I gotta read it this month. So
I really liked it. From what I can remember, I like really liked that book. I remember that was like a book that got me back into reading.
Oh really? They have the audiobook on Spotify, but I'm in Spotify jail right now, so I'm waiting to get out of that.
You're like in the corner. You're in timeout. Oh, I have Wild Love. Hey.
Oh yeah.
So excited.
Me too.
I'm so excited, and I love the cover.
The cover's so cute. Like that is just like a beautiful cover. The pink is everything. I'm gonna
stare at it. I'm literally gonna just stare at it when I have it in my hands.
It is so pretty.
Love it so much, and I love her characters and everything. I can't wait.
Is Not in Love the Allie Hazelwood one we just talked about? The other STEM one she's coming out with?
It might be.
I didn't write the author's name, but that could be it. I have that and then Funny Story underneath it, which I
I have Funny Story on mine too.
I'm like wondering like which one is going to be most alike in her other books that she's written.
Yeah.
Like I don't know which vibe she's going to go for with it.
I am nervous that it'll just fall along the line of People We Meet on Vacation, because like when I think about People We Meet on Vacation, I'm like, yeah, I liked it, but like I feel very indifferent towards that book. Like that book's kind of like an outlier. Like I never think about People We Meet on Vacation, literally ever. Same. But yeah, I'm very excited for that one. Both of those that you just said, I also had Funny Story. I think Funny Story is at the bottom of my list. I also have I think it's called Nothing Like the Movies, the Better Than the Movies sequel.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm so excited. Better Than the Movies is like my favorite YA book ever, and I am so excited for this.
Is it just about Liz and Wes? Is it the same?
Yeah. Oh, it's like them in college.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I have a book written down called A Novel Love Story. Is that... I didn't read the author's names. I don't know why I didn't, but is that the author of 7 Year Slip? I think it's about a girl who like goes into like a love story. Like it's another magical realism.
Oh, so it might. I don't know.
It's like I can't search things. It says a professor of literature finds herself caught up in a work of fiction literally.
Oh, I love that. That's like so original too, I feel.
Right? I love her little things that like storyline she comes up with. Look at the cover. How freaking adorable this is.
OMG, I do love her covers. Oh, I can't believe I didn't see that. Like I even looked up 2024 releases and I didn't see that anywhere. That's a crime, actually.
Yeah, I don't know when she announced it. I might have seen it after. If she announced it more recently when I was doing this, but yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Swift and Saddled, the one after Done and Dusted comes out.
Oh yeah, I love her covers so much.
I know, I'm excited.
They're so good.
They're so cute. Catherine Center is coming out with a new book called The Rom-Commers.
Oh, I love that cover. Emily Henry helped her announce that cover, and it's
really?
So cute. Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah, that's cute. And Daydream, Henry's book from Icebreaker.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's gonna be exciting.
True. She's wearing the folklore cardigan in that cover. Oh, his book's gonna eat. I just know it is. In a world of boys, he's a gentleman.
I think that's all like exciting ones. I want to start the Cinder series by Marissa Meyer this year, but all the other ones I feel like I've talked about so many times.
Yeah, I have other ones, but I talked about all of these in my reading journal video, so I
Yeah.
don't want to like be super
Same.
repetitive, but those are the ones, like the main ones that I'm like, yeah. Hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Let us know your
You're gonna
goals.
catch us next week. Oh yeah, let us know your goals down below.
If we
What are
missed
you
any.
guys, what are your reading goals, your life goals, books that you're excited to read in 2024? We want to know all of it. And make
Hey.
sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure you are following us on the Instagram to keep up with the knows. That's
Yeah.
going to be important to do. So you're going to thank yourself later. Okay? With all that means that this episode's over. And I'm dropping the mic.
Thank you. She's mic dropping. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys if you watched. Thank you guys for coming back for another year. Not that it's been a year, but like the new year. And yeah, 2024 is gonna be great. We love you.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.